Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. This is actually not the first day of this vlog. I was editing it and I realized that I never did any kind of intro. I just kind of like jumped in and started talking. Yeah, today we're doing a weekly vlog, kind of more if you've been around for a while, more like the style of the vlogs that I used to do, just kind of chatting about everything that's going on. So we're working on some editing client stuff, some editing of my own books, just stuff like that. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie. I'm an editor and an author. I have 5 books out right now. Right? The most recent being the Marionettes, which just came out in August. It's available in Kindle Unlimited. You can get paperbacks everywhere. There's an audiobook. All the links will be down below. If you like new adult, paranormal, fantasy romance kind of stuff. It's also pretty dark and brutal, so I think it's kind of perfect for this like spooky Halloween kind of season. The second book is the book that I'm currently working on. It's called Wicked Souls. This one is coming out in December. And yeah, that's what's going on. This video is also being sponsored by Dossier. I've worked with them several times in the past. You guys probably already know the gist by now, but I wholeheartedly love this perfume company. Basically, they take designer scents and sell them for a much more affordable price compared to like $100 to $300 for a designer perfume. All of their perfumes are about $30 or $40. I have 4 of their perfumes now and they are my go-to scents. I absolutely love all of them. I have yet to be disappointed. It can be a little bit tricky shopping for perfumes online because you can't smell it, so you have no idea what you're getting. So I love how risk-free they make it. It's always returnable within 30 days. They're also basically everything that I love in a company when it comes to sustainability. Used recycled materials. It's all vegan, cruelty-free, and I love that they take anything that was returned to them and instead of that turning into waste, they donate it to charity. So anyway, I think this is a really cool company. I love working with them. I genuinely love their products, and if you're just looking to try a new scent out for a reasonable price, I would highly recommend them. I believe I have a coupon code or a link that you can use to get some money off. I'll have it linked down below, and without further ado, let's get back into the rest of the vlog. You want to hear something funny? And by funny, could laugh, could cry, could go either way. My publishing plans have looked very different this year than I thought they would at the beginning of the year, which is okay. I'm not like upset about it. I was actually watching back my like goals video for the year where I talked about what my plans were for this year, and I literally started laughing out loud because that is not at all how this year has gone. It's not what I focused on at all. Like literally in that video, I was talking about how I wasn't gonna publish the Marionettes this year. I was gonna like hold them back and write more of the series, and now I have 2 books in that series coming out this year. So anyway, that's been my focus. You know, I had the anti-relationship year come out in March. I had the Marionettes come out in August, and now Wicked Souls is coming out in December. That is not what I thought my publishing schedule would look like. So if you haven't been around for a while, back in January I wrote a different book. It's a standalone contemporary kind of like romantic suspense. I wrote the rough draft of it. I did kind of pull it up in like one of our nighttime writing vlogs and start revising it, but other than that, that book has sat untouched on my laptop since January. However, originally I thought that was going to be the next book that I was going to publish. Like after the anti-relationship year, I thought that was going to be what I was going to focus on. And so because the cover designer that I wanted was so far booked out in advance, I think I booked her back in February because the next slot that she had open was in September. So I was like, I wrote it in January. By September, I'll have the book done. It'll be fine. Roll around to today, September, and it's still a rough draft that I haven't touched. So anyway, she like reached out. She was like, hey, our date's coming up, like can you submit the information? It's not like I forgot about it. I knew it was coming up, and I knew I just wasn't gonna get to that book until Wicked Souls was done. But then it was kind of my hope to go back to it before jumping into Marionette's book 3, kind of as like my in-between break project. So anyway, I went back and forth with myself, like, do I ask her to push our date back? Do I cancel? But luckily, I had the title of the book, I already had the blurb for the book, and we already have the rough draft. So I actually decided to let her go ahead, make the cover. Maybe that'll give me like the kick in the butt that I need to get back to working on this book once Wicked Souls is done. So I just thought it was kind of funny how much time crept up on me. Back in January, I was like, oh, September is so far away. I'll probably like have the book done before that and then have to wait several months to get the cover. And here we are. I haven't touched it. If I had focused on it like I'd been planning to, we would be in a very different situation, but I just ended up focusing on the Marionettes when I wasn't planning on it. Anyway, we're getting a cover for the romantic suspense, and yeah, I'm hoping to go back to that book once I finish Wicked Souls, especially because today I haven't really thought about that book much in a while, and I've been kind of like avoiding wanting to look at it. It's a really rough draft. I know the book needs a ton of work. Yeah, but I like pulled up my Pinterest board so I could send it to her, and looking through all of that again kind of got me excited about the book again. So that's what's happening. We have a cover happening for a book that doesn't even really exist yet. which I guess is just kind of my thing this year. We got all of the Marionettes covers pre-made. I don't usually get a cover made until the book is like done, so it's been a little weird having this happen so much. But like I said, I'm hoping that'll be like extra motivation. Like, now you have a cover, you gotta finish this freaking book. The problem also was like I really didn't want to lose my spot with her because it's September right now and she's now booking into like May of next year. So if I moved our date back, she may have been able to get me in before then, but like what if I had to wait till May? No. So we're getting the cover. I'm excited. We are in the Starbucks drive-through line, a very long line. I've been coming to this Starbucks for years, ever since I moved here, and I usually just mobile order it on the app, run inside, grab it, and it's just like progressively gotten busier over the years, to the point where they had to turn off the order ahead function because they were getting in too many orders through the app to keep up with. So I understand why they did it, but now I was kind of hoping it would die down because you couldn't do that anymore and it's still just as busy. Anyway, it's first thing in the morning. It's actually cold. It's like 40 degrees. I usually go for a walk at this time, but I figured I'll grab my Starbucks. I have to drop off some signed book packages at the post office, and hopefully by the time I get home, it'll warm up a little bit and then we'll go for a walk. So yeah, if you ordered a signed book from me, this is the very last of them that I'm dropping off today. So they should all be on the way to you. If you want to grab one, there's still plenty left in my shop of a couple of books. And the pre-order for signed copies of Wicked Souls I am doing through that shop on my website now. So you can pre-order Wicked Souls as well. Anything else? I don't know. That's what's going on. What is today? I don't even know. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. What's kind of funny though is I've gotten so used to ordering through the app because my order is like a little bit complicated, so I like being able to order through the app because then I don't have to say it. So now that I'm ordering just like straight again, I like forgot how to do it. I like forgot how to order my order. So the one time I've come here since they turned off the app stuff, I ordered it wrong. And I was in the drive-thru, so I get to the window and I was like, I'm so sorry, can you remake it? Because I forgot to ask for it with almond milk, so they made it with dairy milk, so unless I wanted to like throw up and die, I wasn't gonna drink it. So now I have like anxiety about ordering because I don't want to order it wrong again. How you guys doing? How's life going? Update me in the comments. I feel like I haven't chatted with you guys in a while, but I was watching last night for some reason. It popped up in my suggestions, an old vlog of mine from January of 2020, and I just kind of watched it and it made me kind of sad. It made me realize how much I missed vlogging like that. That was back when I was still doing like reading vlogs and I was still reading like a ton, and when I still had like all of my other jobs and I was like getting up at 5 in the morning to teach and stuff. And it was kind of surreal watching because my life just looks so different. Oh my god. I was having a good day. I was having a very good day. I just finished workout and got out of the shower, and I was just wrapping up an editing client project. I was gonna send it back to them today. It was a longer project. It's over 100,000 words. I was finishing it like a day or two ahead of schedule. I have one other right now, and then I don't start another till next week. So it was like, I'm gonna have some extra time this week. I can get back to working on Wicked Souls. As I was getting ready to send the document over, I was like, this looks kind of weird. There aren't like as many changes as there should be. So I scroll up and pages go by without me seeing any changes, and I was like, that's not normal. The first like 120 pages were missing all of the edits that I'd made. The comments were still there, which is why it like didn't seem like an issue, because I like could see that there were comments and stuff. Everything that I inserted, everything that I deleted, commas, misspelling, all of it gone for 120 pages. But then everything was normal for the second half of the document. I was like, what the hell? Did I save it as a different document and those changes are in a different one? So basically I spent the past hour and a half scouring my computer to figure out what the hell happened, looking at like Microsoft help pages and stuff, and nothing at all. Half of the document is just missing all of the edits that I made. I save this document religiously. Like every time I pause and I'm like thinking, save. Every time I'm done for the day, save. Every time I get up, save. Like, I really don't know what happened, and at this point I'm spending so much time searching the web for a way to fix this that like if I just sat down and re-edited the pages, it would probably might as well just use my time to do that. So I'm gonna have to re-edit 120 pages. The good news is this manuscript was already pretty clean, so it's not like an extensive edit, but it's still thousands of edits that were lost, and this has never happened before. I don't know what happened. So I'm really annoyed. Yeah, today's the 22nd. I don't start a new client until the 27th, so I have 5 days. And I also have another one that I need to be working on today that I hadn't started her project for today. I was gonna do that this afternoon. I did this one in the morning, and now what's really frustrating is I have the like online version where it just like auto saves and then it like saves a version to it online. And for some reason that was enabled on one of my clients' projects, but not this one. So I can't go back and like revive an old version of this manuscript. I don't know why autosave wasn't on for this one, and I'm just, I want to cry. I'm past wanting to cry. When I first realized it and I was first starting to panic, I wanted to cry. Now I'm mad. So that's what's going on. I try not to get too stressed about it. I was already stressed about like getting Wicked Souls done in time. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna focus on it for the rest of this week now. So I'm a little bit frustrated that I can't do that. Luckily, I emailed her to see what her deadline was, and we have a little bit of time, so it's not like I'm gonna mess up her schedule if I take a little bit longer to re-edit all of this. But it's just doing the work 2 times, and it's just like wasted hours and hours and hours, and it's just really, really not great. I think my hunch is my computer like updated a while ago, and Microsoft Word has been kind of like behaving weirdly ever since. Like if I'm zoomed in and then I zoom out, it goes to a different part of the manuscript than where it was. Even if I'm like clicking on it and making sure I'm like right there, if I zoom in or zoom out, it like automatically moves to a different part of the manuscript, like 50 pages before, which was weird. So I think maybe when my computer updated or something changed, because it's like all from a certain date, everything before that is gone, which I think was the day that my computer updated, if my hunch is correct. So I think, I don't freaking know. So anyway, 2 p.m. I didn't watch Bachelor in Paradise this week, so I'm gonna go sit on my couch under a million blankets, put Bachelor in Paradise on in the background, and just edit for several more hours today than I was expecting to. And we'll take the day off from Wicked Souls and probably not get to that until the weekend now, but we'll make it work. We always do. It's not worth getting stressed about. It is what it is. Okay, so I know it's not pretty, but I threw together a spread kind of like I did for the Marionettes, with 1 circle per chapter for Wicked Souls. We'll color it in once I feel like that chapter is mainly done. So I'm not quite finished with all of my developmental stuff, but I'm gonna just start from the beginning and start line editing and adding in the remaining changes as I go, just because right now I feel a little bit lost in the manuscript and I can't really remember what happens before what. So right now there are 30 chapters. I actually think I'm gonna break it up into some more, so I've got some extra space down here, but this is what we're starting with. So I've been tweaking my website a lot over the past couple of months, but I just added this new page just for audiobooks. So I made these little video things of the sample so you can listen to it straight on there, and then I have all of the links for where you can get the audiobook. So I might tweak it. It's a pretty simple page, obviously, as you can see, but if you like audiobooks, I'm trying to keep it all in one place right now, and I think these little videos are kind of cute. So yeah, if you want to check out the changes, it's pretty much all under this books tab. You can see I've added audiobooks, the Marionettes, the Pact, poetry, trigger warnings, all that kind of stuff is in the books drop down. If you're wondering how I made these videos, if you're also an author, I used the website Headliner. I have officially booked my narrator for Wicked Souls' audiobook. It's tough because of holidays and stuff, like Thanksgiving and everything around here. So the book comes out on the 7th of December. That's my birthday. I send it to my proofreader on the 8th. It usually takes her about a week, so I'm expecting to get it back the 15th or sometime this week. And then this week is Thanksgiving. So I'm sending it to her like this week so she can start prepping it. She's gonna start recording on the 29th over this week. And then just, I don't know if you can hear my cats in the background, depending on how long it takes for ACX to process, it'll go up anytime between this week and this week, probably. Oh, also, look at how many reviews we have for the Marionettes on Amazon already. That's insane. Literally, like, it's been out for exactly a month. It's the 24th. It's been out a month today, and we've already hit 88 reviews. That is definitely the fastest I've ever gotten that many before. I would love to reach 100 before book 2 comes out. If you've read it, if you want to drop a rating or review on Amazon, I'd love you forever. Hello, happy Friday. Today is gonna be pretty simple. I am gonna sit here and work on editing clients pretty much all day. The good news is the little crisis I've been having, it's still not ideal, but it's okay. I'm still on track for the editing client that did not have a technology glitch with the manuscript. And then the one that I'm re-editing, I had a little less than like 120 pages to re-edit. We're 55 pages through that now, so it's going pretty well. I'm either gonna finish that today or I'm gonna work over the weekend and finish it tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, this manuscript was pretty clean to begin with, and since I've already edited it, it's kind of faster because my brain is like, oh yes, that needed to go there, like oh yes, I remember the edits that I made the first time. So we're making the best of it. It's okay. It's a good thing I like genuinely really enjoyed reading this book. Natalie, if you're watching this book is fantastic. I was so bummed that that like ruined my mood for me, because I was like literally about to email her and be like, oh my god, this book was so good, and then that happened and I was like, what? So yeah, actually, let me do a little shout out for her. Let me double check my information. I believe her first book is on sale. Yeah, okay, so I'm editing the 4th book in a series. The first book is called Forgotten Scars, and you can get it for free right now on Amazon. I think she also has a box set of the first 3 books that you can get for 99 cents if you want to jump into the series really cheap before this 4th book that I'm editing right now comes out. I didn't edit the first 2 books in the series, but I've edited books 3 and 4. And this is such a fun series if you like my books. I think she and I have like a fairly similar writing style, so I think you'll really like her books. The first book is free, you should go give it a try. With that said, I need to get back to editing. You want to talk about something completely unrelated? Taking a lunch break. The editing is going well. I'm actually just kind of on a roll. I've been setting an hour timer, and then once that goes off, I set a 10-minute timer and I get up and I move around, or I do a task around the house because it's kind of a mess around here, so I'm like slowly getting things done. Every hour, 10 minutes of a break gets me away from the screen, gets me moving, and that's been what's working for me. But what was I saying? What was the point of this update? I can't remember now. Something I've had to start thinking about. I say start thinking about. I've been thinking about it for a while. So because I have Wicked Souls coming out in December, I would ideally like to do what I did with book 1, the Marionettes. So when the Marionettes came out, I already had the pre-order set up for Wicked Souls. So then once people finished book 1, if they wanted to go straight and pre-order book 2, it was up and they could do that. So I want to do that with book 3. I haven't even revealed the title of that yet. Interesting. Okay, so when Wicked Souls comes out in December, by then I want to figure out when book 3 is going to come out so I can have that pre-order ready, so once people read book 2 they can go pre-order book 3 if they want. And it was easier for me to set up that with Wicked Souls because by the time the Marionettes came out, the book was written. I still am like revising it obviously, but I was through several drafts at that point, so it was a lot easier to make an estimate on how much time I was gonna need to finish it. Book 3, I have a lot of notes for, I have a loose outline, I have a lot of ideas, and I have a couple of random scenes written, but I don't have a draft of this. And Wicked Souls is gonna end up being about 100,000 words. I think book 3 is gonna be even longer than that, so I think it's gonna take me a really freaking long time to write book 3. So it's hard for me to estimate how much time I'm going to need in order to put it up for pre-order, if that makes sense. What I've seen other authors do is they set the pre-order to like a date really far in the future, further than the book would come out, and then when the book is ready they just publish it early. Because the problem is with Amazon, if you change your pre-order date, like moving it back, you're penalized for that. But there's no penalty for saying the book's gonna come out in December and then it's done in October, so you just publish it early in October, if that makes sense. So a part of me is thinking maybe I'll just set up a date that's probably later than the book would actually come out, just to give myself some security in case, you know, I don't make an earlier date. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I'm thinking about putting a pre-order date that probably won't actually be the release date for the book. It's just far enough in advance that I feel like it gives me enough time. It allows people to pre-order, and then still if people pre-order and then I publish it early, all the people who pre-ordered would just get the book when it came out, they'd get it early. And I feel like who's gonna be upset about a book coming out earlier than they thought? I feel like that's a happy surprise. It's better than like setting up an early date, not being able to make it, and then having to push it back, because then people are gonna be disappointed. Right now I'm leaning towards maybe setting it up a year later from book 2, which is coming out in December, so I'd set up the pre-order for December of 2022. But also for some reason I feel like that also might not be enough time. I don't freaking know. I don't know, especially because I want to work on a different book in between. I want to finish that romantic suspense before book 3, so that one will be coming out sometime earlier in 2022. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have until December to figure it out, and I'm hoping by December I'll have started writing book 3, and maybe that'll give me a better idea. Because when book 2 goes to the proofreader in November, and then it goes to the audiobook narrator and stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be working on it at that point. It's done. So as of November, I could start writing book 3 if I wanted to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's now 3 o'clock. I got my groceries ordered, so those should be delivered hopefully in the next hour. And I've been doing my hour work session. It was a 10-minute break. It ended up being like a 20-minute break because I was like doing stuff around the house. But now I got like most of my cleaning stuff done. And I have literally 2 pages left to edit of one of these books for today. And then the one that I'm redoing, I think I have 22 pages left. So we're making good time. We're getting it done. I just reached out to my cover designer to get started on the audiobook cover for Wicked Souls. Everything's moving along. I need a break. So I'm gonna get up, move around. Maybe I'll go work out. I haven't decided yet. But my hope is to sit down and work on Wicked Souls tonight. That is the goal. Hello. It's Saturday morning. It's about 7 o'clock. I didn't end up updating you yesterday because I didn't end up doing anything. Like, I am so happy that I was so productive in like the first half of the day, because at 4 o'clock I started to get a migraine. I was sitting here working on one of my editing clients' books. I was like looking at the page and I was like, I can't read this. I can't see this. So I had a migraine for the rest of the day yesterday. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, couldn't fall back asleep. So now we're up and we're just going for the day. We're gonna take it pretty easy though. I think I'm gonna take my laptop into bed. And as a treat, honestly, I just want to work on Wicked Souls this morning. That's all I want to do. So it's gonna be the end of the vlog. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this week. If you want to check out the Marionettes, I'd love you forever. Links for everything else are down below as well. And I will just see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye. No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 Stone